It's something about, we've been talking and we talk all the time about the arts, the art, dance and stuff. And thank you for coming because you took the wheel of like lifting your ass and going towards. So you actually went to an event and you actually are contributing actively to sharing and observing and learning. And then creating your own taste for people that have never seen like dance or music, etc. Anything that involves art, and even not. If you've never seen anything and you go see a performance, you see the first one, and you're like, okay, I have nothing to compare it to, what the fuck? The second time you go and see a performance, then you're gonna be like, oh, this one was a catastrophe, I really hated it compared to the other one. So you're gonna have 2 points. When you go seeing a third time a performance, then you have 3 points. You have one that you prefer, one that you didn't like at all, and one in the middle. So you actually recreate your own taste. It's so important then, in this way, to go and check out things, whatever. If it's good, okay, you put it up. If it's bad, you put it down. If it's me, you put it in the middle. So it's that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for coming. Second thing, I need to ask, who dance in life? Just lift your hand. Everyone, nearly everyone. Who is not a dancer, but interested in arts? See, so everybody. That makes the job so easy. The shyness. I am interested. So, would you, I have to ask of course, would you feel comfortable at some point, after the first thing, to either use your hands for a clap? I'm going to explain the rules later, it's like a game, it's easy. Or just lift your hand. You feel comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Sick. Now, for the first thing, I just gonna improvise. I'm just gonna be going around. And what I want you to use, I want you to, of course, some of you already have them, the tools. If not, if I don't give up context, have them what? I want you to make sure that you also develop for yourself the tools for observe something. Often in dance, being something that is like just someone, a stranger, moving in the space, it's like, what the fuck am I watching? So when you go to a museum and you see a piece of art, sometimes I was just saying before, you can see the piece and you're like, okay, I don't get it. Then if you watch the contest, then you actually kinda get an idea of what's going on. You can do the opposite, so you can go and watch the info first and then the piece, or vice versa. So that depends. But when it comes to dance, I want you to see whatever I do, and I want you to really think about everything that can involve, everything that when you move or when someone makes arts in general, all the things that we experience. There is history behind, there is the history of the surroundings that you had, the history of what you've seen that inspired you. There is so much to it. There is the limits of the body. If look at this. Look at this bridge. Look at this gap. That's the limit of my split. I hate it, but it's there, and I'm working on it. Vulnerability, #1 thing for the arts. Then, another thing that is really interesting, it's you can really see how much in the body there is things that haven't been refined. Maybe you research more onto the leg, so you can know if your leg, one of the 2 legs is more stable. So you can really, by observing and using the tools that then you develop, really understand what you're watching and understand also how that person moves. And so you can see in the eyes, if then at some point, and you'll probably see it, you'll definitely see it without probably, you'll see that when the movement becomes more complex, for myself, it's complex, it varies from people to people, person to person. You'll see that the eyes might fall. If I try to go over and let my body go, my eyes will go. And you can really feel how much depth and how many things everybody experiences when making arts. It's the childhood, all the experiences that we live through life, all the colors that we see, the sounds that we hear, everything that involves it. It's the surrounding. It's also a huge part, because once you are open and you really take inspiration from others, you can really feel how much you're being influenced without having to copy someone. That's another debate that we're gonna need in the arts, not copying other people. But that's a long story. So I really want you to observe and try to understand by yourself. Also, it's kind of like, you know, with dance, one of the things that it's hard is that we move, and the movement is so personal. It's not something to touch. It's like acting or singing. With singing, you use your voice, so you might be judged on your voice, voluntarily or involuntarily. And with dance, it's so vulnerable because that's your body. So if there is something that people might find awkward or that they don't find aesthetically pleasing enough, that's all on that person. So I am comfortable enough with you, Jackie, observing what I'm gonna do, so that you can really then understand by yourself what's going on, where are the lack of practice, where are the ears missed doing stretching, I missed. And all of these particular things, all the inspiration can be from hip hop, from house, from contemporary, from flow work, not ballet. Definitely not ballet. So you'll see. I mean, look at that. It's so sad. The underwear is there, but like, oh my god! I should have put my foot under a table or something. And my mom is a ballet teacher, so yeah, that's fun. So I'm sorry for the tune music. They're a bit like punchy, but maybe next time I'll just change it. So next time I'm gonna do something more fun as well. But that's it. So thank you so much. And just observe and take, just assume the tools for yourself. If you had them, fucking well done. If you didn't have it, fucking well done still. It's part of it. It's art, it's a long process, and it's like, as we were saying as well, you were saying, without making mistakes, there is no way. We have to be able to make mistakes. It's by following that we can stand up and learn. It's true. It's a basic phrase, but it's so true. Thank you so much for coming. something that I haven't figured out. For shit. Now for the second part. I'm gonna be back. So, I'm here somewhere. It's gonna also depend on the light. I mean, this feels comfortable now. But, the game is, whenever you clap the hands, from the beginning. If the game is not clear, then we get lost. I'm there. Whoever, or whomever, my English is still processing, let's say. I'm familiar, so I have a good excuse. Let's say. Anybody, clap once, and I'm gonna start. I do whatever, I do whatever I'm doing. Another clap, I stop. I can either fully stop, or slow it down. Another clap, I restart. So you're in full control of what's happening in terms of like starting or stopping, and then where I am in the space. For the where I am in the space, the only thing that you have to do is lift your hand, and if anybody lifts the hand, I go back and I reset. Then when someone claps, I restart. Easy social experiment. Then, if you do this or that, I reset. Right corner. Easy. Same thing if you do towards the right, for you. Go left side of the stage. Kinda clear?
Yeah.
So now it's my job to be able to adapt to what's happening, because then if any of you clap in 2 different moments, of course it means that I restart. So it's up to me to make sure that I can do the job without getting lost. We'll do it until the music fades out. And thank you, Aaron, for fading out the music. Aaron, our tech friend.